Don't Panic is a comedy podcast. The host and their guests are in no way experts, and they make absolutely no effort to sound like they are. Occasionally they might give some sound advice, but I wouldn't take their word for it. These people are not to be trusted.
Stop trusting me!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Don't Panic, the comedy podcast full of bad advice for your everyday problems. For our first episode, it will be my co-host and I. So, Chris, why don't you tell the people at home a little bit about yourself?
Well, let's see. I'm a junior here at Puddle University. I transferred in last year. I'm currently on the OCC Life, preparing to dominate Nation Ball Thursday night. So I'm looking forward into that. Let's see. I'm a communication studies major, which is fun. Bible minor, really enjoying that. So much so I decided to take Greek as my foreign language. We'll see how I feel about that in the coming weeks. But so far I'm above water.
Well, great. And I'm Brandon. I am an alumni from Biola University. I'm 1 year removed from gracing these halls with my presence. I passed simply by God's beautiful, divine, life-altering grace. And that about does it for me. That's all you need to know about me for now, because we all know it's all about keeping a little bit of mystery.
Some little intrigue there.
Exactly. So you'll find out more as we go about our stories. Speaking about stories, I have something to bring to the table.
I'm so glad to hear it.
Yeah, so I work at this, let's just say it's a mom-and-pop coffee shop. We serve beverages, and it's a very small business.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Sounds so cozy.
It's but I won't give out the name for private reasons. I'm a very private person. That's why I do podcasts.
So introverted.
Yeah, incredibly. No, not at all. So, that being said, had a customer that came up to me earlier today and wanted to talk about the recycling bin. No joke. Guy wanted to talk about the recycling bin that we had. And he said, "So what's the deal with the recycling bin?" I'm sorry, I don't understand. Your recycling bin, he says, you guys want to recycle and stuff, but it also says no paper cups, no plastic cups. That seems like everything that I would recycle in this place.
It's a fair question.
A fair question, sure. And then I, along with my coworker, explained to the guy, you know what? It's just that a lot of people have their half glass of mochaccino and they're trying to dispose of it, and they decide to put it in the recycling bin and ruin everything because all the paper that's in there is now soaked, can't be recycled, it's just trash, and it ruins everything. And he's like, okay, but you didn't answer my question. I'm like, yes, actually, sir, I just did. Like, I don't know what to tell this guy. He just wouldn't have it. He actually walked away really pissed, and I had to keep my coworker from saying anything.
Sounds like he was not taking your advice, Brandon.
He was not taking my advice. And speaking of taking our advice, welcome to Don't Panic. Here we're going to be giving you some bad advice for your everyday problems. Feel free to listen to them. You probably shouldn't actually do anything about what we give you, but hey, we're here for you.
Because we care.
We care. It's because we care. That's why we decided to start this podcast. It's because we care. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. All right. Chris, how about a tweet? You want a tweet?
I would love a tweet.
All right.
I like tweets.
So we've been skimming the tweets. We've been checking what our tweeps are up to. No one used the hashtag yet because no one wants to tweet into it. Podcast is just starting.
It's understandable. We don't love you as much now.
Oh, yeah, whatever. But we do have this hashtag, Twitter hashtags. So we decided to do a little snooping. Found hashtag need advice. Seems like a good place to look for to offer advice unsolicited to people that want. Now, these people have maybe serious problems. So, but we try to keep it fun. So, let's see. At Kayla Jam says, I need more motivation. I feel like I've gotten myself into a slump and make excuses to achieve what I want to do. Hashtag personal growth. Okay. First of all, I don't feel like that was grammatically structured right, but I don't know what we can expect when it's coming from Twitter. You're limited to 140 characters. Grammar isn't the pressing matter.
Grammar's not one of those 140 characters.
No, grammar is No, Chris, grammar is not one of those 140
I didn't see it in there.
characters.
Nope.
I didn't either.
Mm,
So,
it's all right. Better luck next time, Caleb Miller.
all right. So, you're not supposed to use your full name. All right. So, we did a little snooping, found out that this lady
Oh my god.
doesn't really need our help. She is 24, married to her Prince Charming. And
Lovely.
Chris, I was thinking, if she's married to her Prince Charming, she's set, right?
I would assume so.
Like she's golden.
I mean, I am not a prince, and I am not set. So thus, if you are a prince, you must be set.
Clearly.
This is sound logic. Clearly.
Because Chris is not set,
And not a
princes
prince.
must be set. Yeah, it's by the
course.
transitive property
Right.
of him not being a prince
Yep.
and princes being everything that he isn't.
I apologize that I'm not a prince. Actually, I don't apologize.
You shouldn't know. Apologize for nothing. Hashtag Chris Milas isms.
I can't change my social standing unless I marry the princess.
It's nothing you could do. Nothing you
Nothing I
could
could
do.
do.
Nothing good. Okay, so married to her Prince Charming, so she's set. But you know what? Let's snoop a little further. Yeah. All right.
Please.
She's a fitness fanatic. So
Ooh.
it doesn't sound like she's really slothful.
No,
It-
it really doesn't.
Chris, as a fit expert, as an
A fixpert?
as a fixpert,
Yes.
what do you have to say about a fit person? Does it take motivation to get into the gym?
I would definitely say it does.
Mm-hmm.
It would take motivation by any means. Now, find it interesting that as a personal growth hashtag is also attached to this, and that she is a fit person, that she's struggling to find motivation. I don't know. See, the problem is we don't know exactly what the slump is, or what necessarily these excuses are. So, I think she should just sleep it off.
Sleep it off.
Yep.
So I don't understand how that's productive.
When I have great productivity times, but also great workout times, it's from a nice 13-hour night of sleep. Yep,
Okay.
half a day. Really resets my
Half a
whole
day,
life.
huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so by sleeping half a day, how do you wake up? How do you feel when you wake up?
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the best. It's this wonderful lethargic feeling that you kind of receive when you kind of figure out like, I probably shouldn't have slept this long. But now
Sounds
I'm
like you should listen to your
so
gut.
thankful that I have. Because now I have these other 12 or 11 hours in the day to accomplish anything.
Sounds like you're really limiting the amount of time in your day that you can produce things. Are you saying that this motivates you to work harder in some way?
It's like being given a deadline of the day. Because you're like, I need another 12 hours the next day to keep this high productivity chain going. So I need to be in bed by around midnight or so you can wake up at noon, like a normal person. So
Like a normal person.
exactly. So having that
Right.
deadline really feels like, oh wow, I want to go to bed in a couple hours so I can get my full night's of beauty rest. So I should probably get some work done. Or I could just fail these classes and play Destiny instead.
You see, now you just hit on a very hard topic. Destiny. Good gosh. The marketing that's gone into that game is insane. Everyone knows about it, including many
crazy.
people who are like, I would never touch a video game, but how about that Destiny game, guys? That looks like a thing.
It does look like a thing.
Yeah.
A thing is what Destiny looks like.
Yeah, my buddy's girlfriend started talking with about it, and he made this comment. If my girlfriend starts talking about a game, clearly it has been well marketed.
Well, I respect their marketing team. That's actually very impressive. They don't need our advice.
Oh no, they don't. They don't need our advice.
But Brandon, could you give a final piece of advice to this wonderful person
Right.
on Twitter?
All right. Hey, Kayla K, if I can
Kayla
call
K.
you that. Here's the deal. I'm looking you square in the face. Chris, can you verify? I'm looking her Twitter profile square in the face.
Square in the face.
Square in the face.
Nowhere else but the face.
Yeah, you got someone hugging you from behind the back, kissing your face.
Really hope it's your husband.
Hopefully it's your husband. Looks like you're wearing a white dress. Probably your husband. I don't know.
Prince
Look,
Charming.
Look, you
Kind of bald.
you princess of the Charmings, you fitness fanatic, food lover. Here's what you need to do. It looks like you got too much on your plate. The last 5 words of your Twitter profile are family, friends, faith, and fun. All capitalized, mind you. So I get it. I'm a family guy. I love my family, but maybe I don't need to see them every day.
Yeah.
And friends, that actually I need to see my friends every day. Otherwise, I cease to exist. I have a skin condition.
I love that skin condition.
Needs to be skin. It needs to be. It needs to be seen. See, I'm getting so flustered because
it's a really personal
can't.
topic.
I don't feel like I'm being seen by enough people because
just
it's
me and you
the
right
voice.
now. It's okay.
Oh, I feel very. Don't touch. No. All right. Faith and fun. I think you need to cut faith and fun out of your life. I mean, obviously, you just got married. You need to have time for family.
That's true.
Friends, important, especially if you have my same skin condition, which is unclassified, so I don't have a name for it.
It's on it, and it's actually it's undiagnosed even.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It's
know
diagnosed.
but I know that I have it.
It's diagnosed, but no one can identify it. You're the first one.
No, I can't.
You're patient zero.
How's
that feel?
It's very scary. It's very uncharted territories,
like
Chris.
You're the only girl in the world.
I feel like I'm the only girl in the world.
It's okay, Brandon. It's okay.
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 How about we turn to something else, huh?
Sorry, K-Lock. Better luck next time.
Yeah.
But hey, congratulations on your month of marriage down and a lifetime to go. I'm very happy for you.
That is our latest tweet. Yeah, I didn't even see that, even though it's in bold. Yeah, hey, hashtag wife life. Am I right? Am I right?
Such a good hashtag.
Best.
I'm pretty sure Biola funds that hashtag.
Don't get me started on that.
Another time.
Hey, Chris, you got an email for us?
Yes, I do. All right, so we're going to take this email question by a good old, we'll just call him B-Man for now. Not to be confused with Brandon. So,
better not be. Is that me? Did I send something a long time ago?
Sent me a question. All right, let's take this look. So, he wants to know. She says, there's this really cute girl who works at the bowling alley, and I want to ask her out, but I don't know if it's appropriate to ask someone out while they're at work. Should I ask her out anyways? And should I be wearing my Deep Ballers team jersey while I do so? Well, B-Man.
Absolutely.
That's a very, answer the last part is definitely yes. But it's a very tricky situation here. Cute girl works at the bowling alley. It sounds like an indie film, so I'm already into it. This is pretty great here.
It's good, Wes Anderson.
Oh, dude, perfect. We have, okay, let's see. Well, I think since she's at work, which is totally fine. She's not really doing anything anyway. Works at a bowling alley. You're not really interrupting anything important. Yeah. But, I mean, to be a good, upfront gentleman, of course, you'd ask her father first if you could ask her out. But her father's probably not going to be there at work, so she'd probably ask her boss. That's a second-to-go guy. So if you go to her boss, ask to see the manager, actually. Go right to her, act all like you're going to ask her out, and then just totally upstage yourself by being so polite by asking to see her boss. And then when you talk to the manager, got to get a feel for that. And then if he gives you his blessing, then I think you're all good to go.
Okay, all right. That's not how I would approach it. I'm going to be just honest. I'm not going to disagree with you. To each his own. Yeah, that's our policy here. You heard it here first. Quote. You can quote us on it. To each his own. Mm-hmm. And
more relativism. Yep.
Oh yeah. I don't even know what I'm going to say. You know what?
Yes.
Let's start with the Deep Ballers jersey.
Yes.
What a classy touch. Can I just say that right now?
Jerseys are a step above suits.
Jerseys are a step above suits because what does it let her know? It lets her know that you're athletic and that you're committed.
It's
not
true.
to her.
Not to her. Not yet.
Not to her,
not
but
yet.
to your team. You are committed. You don't care how stupid you look in your Deep Ballers jersey. Is that even a team?
It's probably a bowling team.
It's probably a bowling team. And you know what? It's probably really popular, and I'm just not into that scene.
That's true.
So, hey, I'm a Deep Ballers fan all the way as of like 2 seconds ago.
Hopping on that bandwagon.
I think that's fantastic. Send another email. Let me know where I can get my jersey.
It's a great idea. Actually, we're size medium.
Yeah, we're size medium. If you want to send us a gift, please do.
That'd be great.
Just find our P.O. box somewhere. We're not going to give you our address.
Look on the internet.
Yeah, look us up. Facebook stalk us. I know you can.
Probably don't do that.
Don't.
But
don't contradict me, you son of a gun.
Brandon, what would you give him advice, though? I love the Team Ballers team jersey, though.
I think it's fantastic. I think, absolutely. Okay, so when you say really cute, what do you mean? Like, do you mean like cute as in like, oh, she's nice. She's someone that my mother would say, she's nice. Or is she like really cute? Like, dang, girl, she's really cute.
Do you really mean like, oh, that's a great personality?
Oh, like she's really cute, and by that I mean she has a cute personality where she's quirky and fun and weird. Or do
Just
you mean like
whimsical.
is she just like hot to the touch, like literally like she is fuego? Is she el fuego? Sorry, la fuega.
La Fuega.
I believe. I hope I
Caliente.
didn't just make a swear. Sorry. My
Apologize for
Bolivian
that.
half isn't very well
No,
developed.
that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Fault.
So yeah, I think go for it, man. Especially because that's your favorite team. They're going to give you courage. Just think of them as your spirit animal, the source from which you draw strength.
Yes, that was very deep.
Your
and
well
motivating.
of dating strength.
I think we all need a well of dating strength.
Yeah, I think
was
that's
moving.
I think that's good. Also, bowling a turkey. That's going to win her heart.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way a girl can say no after you bowl a turkey.
Oh no.
That demonstrates your skill and your ability.
Here's what it really demonstrates. Yes, but also it demonstrates your finesse. It demonstrates your determination, your drive, that you have at least one strong arm or decently strengthed arm.
Right,
Because
right.
that's a word. And it means that you are probably the dude.
You're definitely the man in that relationship. That would make you a Proverbs 31 man,
Ooh.
which is what every girl is hoping to find.
Every girl got to find their Boaz.
That's right. Buzz
Boaz.
30, Proverbs 31 man.
What a hunk.
What a hunk. All right, so
That's who I want to be.
that's what I aspire to
Boaz.
be. All right, Brandon, introduce us to our next question.
Oh, this question's great. All right, this is sent in through Facebook. Someone who has the privilege of knowing us in our private lives.
It's a blessing.
All right.
For them.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna mispronounce something of his name. The barista at my local Starbucks failed to write the doctor prefix on my cup when I explicitly told her that I had my doctorate. How should I handle this situation in the future? Thank you. His name, oh my gosh, his name.
You got it?
Dr. Professor Chankis Geraldo Darby, MD, PhD. Is the
It's D. Yep.
what is it? Is that how you pronounce
I would've
PSYD?
Side D, like side duck.
Sidey,
mine,
Psyduck.
yeah.
All right, he's a Psyduck.
He has a degree in side ducks. Okay.
I don't.
Well, Brandon, first I need to clear up some confusion here. Were you that barista?
No.
Okay.
He said her.
My question still stands?
No.
Does not? Okay.
No.
So,
Do I look effeminate? Nope, don't answer that question. Never
call.
mind. All right. So I kind of understand this question from the opposite end, not because I was that girl barista, but because
clarification.
working at the mom and pop coffee shop that I do, one and only, no franchise, no chain.
Yeah.
I mess up people's names all the time. I do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do. There have been many times where I have written Sarah without the H, and they walked away really offended to the point where I actually now, no joke, that part was a joke. No joke. Every Sarah that comes up to me, I have to ask, do you spell that with an H? Sorry if I offended you with that question.
And are you or are you not, in fact, hitting on them when you do ask that question?
I refuse to answer that question.
Probably a good call.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe. It depends. Honestly, it's a case-by-case basis.
So how many doctor prefixes have you written on cups? Is that a normal thing?
You know what? I actually haven't written a doctor prefix, and I feel like I at least missed the mark on probably 5 of them thus far, because there's some pretty doctoral-looking individuals that come into my mom and pop coffee shop that I own by myself.
Okay, you
It's
own it
not
too.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm also the owner.
Sure. Okay, that's good. It's nice.
Yeah, so all I can say is I'm sorry on behalf of this she barista.
Shit barista.
What I'm really surprised is how did she remember the Professor Chankis Geraldo? Actually, Geraldo? I don't know. It's an X. I don't understand.
No, it's his. It was
Yeah.
his question, not hers.
I understand that, but I'm saying like I'm assuming that she spelled everything else right. The
Oh, good
Professor
point.
Chenkis, Sheraldo, Darby, MD, PhD. No, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Psyduck. She probably got that all right, but missed the doctor. I mean, 9 out of 10 is still it's a decent percentile. It's a winning perspective.
Yeah.
So I think that you maybe are just blowing this out of proportions, huh? Maybe.
I think you're reacting just fine. You earned that doctorate. She should feel really bad she did not write that on the cut. It's like if someone came up to you and just referred to you as Darby. You're like, that's not my name. My full name legally is Dr. Professor Chenkis Geraldo Darby, MD, PhD, Psyduck.
That's true. You did work for that. Unless it's an honorary doctorate, in which case you didn't work for it. You won a popularity contest somewhere. He's right. Chris is right. You
Sounds
probably
good, my
earned
doctorate.
that. So you know what? Yeah. You know what? In fact, we're going to go ahead and put the She Barista on our wall of shame.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. Laugh track?
Thanks. Laugh track. Okay, Chris, how about a Twitter?
All right, let's see what we're looking at here. Now, okay, let's see. This is from Meg Ryan, and she says, I wasn't paying attention and stepped in a giant brown puddle in BK. What are the chances I've contracted an incurable disease? Question mark. Hashtag
that's-
please advise.
That's good. Okay, so BK, the BK Lounge, I assume we're talking about? We're
I'd have
talking
to
about
assume the same thing.
the
Yes.
Burger Kings.
Yep.
Okay, so the Burger King giant brown puddle, it could be liquefied hamburger meat. It could be whatever
It's a
makes
good
up their
possibility.
hamburger meat.
We don't know what that is.
I
I will
don't.
not pretend to know.
Yep.
Don't want to know.
No, don't know. Don't know. Don't care. Brown meat. Don't care. I think that what it is probably it's probably a bad thing. What was it you were saying about children and how they?
See, there are certain children in the lines for anything, but also in fast food restaurants. Parents aren't paying attention, especially for eating so much fast food every day. They actually might suffer from spontaneous diarrhea. And that is what my best guess as a medical professional would be. That's what the brown puddle is,
As a medical expert.
clearly.
Okay, so the question is, the advice that she needs, did she or did she not contract an incurable disease? Did she catch the insta-diarrheas?
It depends. Is she a child? These are questions we have to ask. Is she below the age of 18? You know, once you're 18, children's diseases don't affect you.
Oh my gosh. Is that the case?
Yes.
Well, she
Clearly.
doesn't explicitly reveal her age as any decent woman would. All
Good
she
job, Meg
says
Ryan.
is that she is a gluten enthusiast and joined the Twitter sphere April 2010. So we can only assume that she's 4 years old
Yes.
and probably did contract the disease
Yes.
and is in fact going to die a horrible
so
diarrhea-induced death.
I'm sorry, Meg. Even as a medical professional, I cannot do anything for you at this time.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I think that's it. And hey, that was her most recent tweet.
We've heard nothing from her.
Nothing from her since. It has been 3 days without a tweet from Meg. Clearly, she has already succumbed to the disease and is dead in her feces.
Explosive diarrhea disease 1, Meg Ryan 0.
That's unfortunate. Another one lost to the disease. Afflicting. Nope, I can't. I can't.
Click it.
I'm not clicking nothing. All right, so we just got, while we're on the topic of
Bathroom problems?
bathroom problems, I just got this email in from Sir Walter Wilson. All right, I was in the bathroom excreting private subject matter, and I noticed there was a lot of urine on the floor.
Ooh.
I then noticed that my shoelaces were untied, lying in the urine. I didn't know what to do, so I bent down and tied my shoes.
Okay.
Upon leaving, I fixed my hair and did not wash my hands. My hands are yellow now. Is my wife going to hurt me? Thanks. Yes. The short answer is
Yes.
yes.
as a marriage expert, I can also speak toward that as well. That wives are not a huge fan of yellow hands, especially urine-stained hands, unless you're a plumber. Even then, probably not advised.
No, the only yellow hands that are acceptable is if you have jaundice, which is an unfortunate side effect afflicting many Brandons
baristas
in your area.
Oh, Brandons.
So this person, oh gosh, I don't know. I'd want to ask them a follow-up question if I could, just like, what are you doing with your life? Why is this something that is even in the theory? I'm a germaphobe, okay? I'm just gonna put it out there in the open. World may know now. I'm a germaphobe. I hate it. I want to change that about me. Can't. Don't want to, actually, because I would subject myself to too much. Exactly. Yeah. At least that's what I would think. So, did he at least wash his hands when he left? Did he have the decency, like, okay, my hands are yellow now. Maybe I should do something about that. Or am I actually going to go home, say, like, hey, look at my hands, wife. Let's go make some dinner, and I'm gonna let's make finger foods, like let's have some French fries and
chicken tenders.
And then but what would be even better is like pizza. You knowing that you have the yellowing of the hands, tried feeding her finger foods and just have that be your dirty little secret, your filthy sucio little secret.
It's not trying to poison his wife here.
Hey, urine sterile, right? At least that's the rumors I've been hearing. So I'm assuming that urine sterile. That being said, she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. And then, like, if she ever upsets you, just, hey, remember September 9th? When I did when I fed you those French fries and you were like just loving it? Yeah. My hands had pee on them. You're welcome. And then there you go. It's a
I don't think you can come back from an argument after that has been said.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, so we have an update on this whole situation here.
We have an update. Apparently, someone is listening live, and we haven't.
Oh man!
Oh gosh!
Yep.
He's letting me know we had finger foods for dinner, and I fed my wife. Here's the funny part. Except for that, it's not. She's dead.
Oh, dang it! I misread that.
Oh, okay. Well, what an unfortunate ending to an otherwise hilarious adventure here on.
Hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
It was probably
I'm sorry for your loss.
Think about it. Think about the speed of the response. He was probably feeding her while we were getting to the question.
You probably had one earphone in.
Yeah,
like,
he was
I'm still listening to your day,
and then
while
you
I'm listening to this podcast. This is what every good husband should do.
Every good husband should listen to this podcast while feeding their wife from urine-stained hand.
It's a great life model.
Plural.
Yes. Plural.
Yeah. I think that's... So, that being...
Our live listener is on top of his game right now.
So, live listener Walter here...
Is it too early to get remarried? I'm panicking.
You should be panicking.
You just committed murder.
You just murdered your wife. Here's what you do. This is my dead wife plan. I've had this on the back burner.
Okay.
For a good 13 years.
Yes.
Since I was a young lad of 11. It's just I always was. Okay.
When my wife dies, I have this backup plan.
Just in case. You never know. All right. So, yes, it's a little too early to get remarried. Here's what you need to do. Bury the body first.
Naturally.
Tell the family, hey, there was this urine-stained accident, and Mrs. Walter is no longer with us. It's unfortunate. I'm sorry. But she's gone, and where's, they might ask, where's the body? Chris, you think that's a logical question?
I think it's a logical question. I think you should plead the fifth immediately.
Here's the answer. It happened in space, and
yes.
I was worried that I was going to contract the death and had to send her out the trash chute. That's what I would do. That's my backup plan from the young age of 11.
good call.
And then after all that's said and done, you've contacted the family and allowed them to mourn for all of 5 minutes.
No.
You can get remarried.
No,
Maybe even like the sister. I don't know.
That's a great idea. Wow, stay within the family. That's very respectful.
That's very respectful. It's the biblical thing to do, guys.
That's true. Well, we have an email come in from a Mr. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I believe it's pronounced Hackintosh.
Oh,
so, Mr. Hackintosh has actually, this is a question for Mr. Walter.
Oh,
no. Actually,
clear advice.
Whoa.
This is our advice podcast.
One of our listeners is giving advice to one of our listeners. This sounds wrong. This sounds horrible.
I feel like I'm being betrayed here, but you know what? Let's just go with it. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Brandon, are you okay with it?
Yeah. So
All
Mr.
right.
Hackintosh writes,
Yes.
Mr. Walter, you could always resort to polygamy, and this might help your conscience, since you'll always have more wives.
Since statistically you're now prone to murder, it might help you to still keep, one of them alive. It's like having multiple fish.
I thought you were about to say to keep the dead wife around.
Oh,
And just do Weekend at Bernie's. Just like, hey, let's have a family dinner. Oh,
brilliant! Yes,
she's totally alive. What are you talking about? She's just really quiet right now.
She's really sleepy. So sueño. And we have Walter's following up one last time.
This is dangerous.
So how many wives do I need to keep the police off my back?
I don't know if we should do this live anymore.
I'm having to think about this as well.
This is great.
Real quick, enough. More the merrier. And there you go. Enough. You get your own planet. Shoot.
It's great. This is...
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that.
I understand we all come from different backgrounds.
Deed has been done.
I understand that Don't Panic is advice for your everyday person. It is advice for your everyday life. It is not judgmental in any way, shape, or form, and we don't cater to any one particular people group.
We make fun of everyone.
Or religion group. That being said, that sounds like it's getting awfully particular right there.
So we're going to change the subject.
So changing the subject... All right, the last email that we'll take on this saga.
It's a saga at this point. We can make a movie out of this.
All saga.
All right.
Mr. Walter responds, I can't even pronounce.
All right, I got it. I'm going to take it for you. Can I name my planet Uranus? Named after my late wife.
It's pronounced Uranus.
My mistake. Uranus. Clearly.
Yes.
Named after my late wife.
Uranus is how they pronounce it with a Hispanic accent. It's different.
I apologize. I'm probably 1/18th white. Probably.
Yeah. I'm half Bolivian, so
That's right.
I
How
would
much
know.
Spanish do you know? I rest my case.
Hey, enough to tell you this. Solamente un poco.
Un poco.
Más y menos.
Más o menos, indeed.
Bueno.
Todos los español.
Todos los Spanish, dude.
And we are continuing
We gotta find a new
topic of conversation.
Find a new topic.
New question. All
This
right.
will become the urine podcast.
I love this question because I completely agree. This is a question from our good friend Cobb. We're calling him Cobb. Even though summer is almost over, it's really hot outside. What are some tips just for staying hydrated?
I read ahead.
Especially if you have dysentery.
Well, from experience,
Yes.
from experience, summer has been the most difficult time for my chronic dysentery. Oh, are we going to be one of those podcasts that just resorts to poop jokes?
Last one, I promise.
All right. Even though summer's almost over, it's really hot outside. So staying hydrated. First of all, it's key to not have dysentery. You're doomed.
Why are you outside?
Why are you outside? Why are you not in an air conditioning unit?
Actually, if you're outside, probably by the beach, probably in the nice salt water would do you some favor.
Oh, yeah.
think that really flushes the system, so to speak. It's like a large, how do you say that? Bidet. Yes. Am I mistaken?
I have never, ever once considered using the public ocean as a personal bidet, and I would never recommend that to anyone.
It's the largest
except
of the
for maybe this individual.
Sounds like he really needs it.
Cobb, this might be your only solution. This might
That's
be.
true.
All right.
That's true.
Otherwise, dude, just eating regular, and drinking that water, drinking that sweet water, probably gallons upon gallons an hour.
IVs.
You need to be having regular bathroom times, otherwise you're just gonna have a horrible.
Depends how thick your shorts are.
What?
Just throw it out there. All right, we are going to move back to the Twitter sphere. So we're gonna close that.
Can
one
we
real
please?
quick.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah, we're gonna head back to the Twitter sphere here.
Oh my gosh.
So Brandon, please read us a wonderful question.
I don't know what that
I don't know what that means either.
Okay.
This one
So,
right here.
Kevin, or at Forensic Talks Guy, says, I believe our laugh track is trying to offer some input now. No. Have pumpkin spice jokes taken the place of Nickelback hating?
Never should.
Hashtag
Is that fine?
please advise. Okay, so
Wow.
so I'm actually I've
thoughtful.
pretty well read on the Nickelback hate train, and I think that people have. It's not an actual train for it.
I apologize.
I think that people are actually like what they're upset with is how they became famous. They became famous through the record labels, through the label executives saying like, "Oh, hey, here's a band that sucks that we can do something with," and have them all have all their stages and their merchandise and you know, like any good band. But instead of them becoming famous because people like their music and because people really started spreading the word as I feel like it should, and oh my gosh, instead, what happened is they sold out, and so now I get the comparison because pumpkin spice lattes have sold out, dude. They have totally sold out. They're like releasing a month early, and there's
true.
it's not even fall. Like it maybe just became fall.
It doesn't feel like fall.
It doesn't. It still feels like summer, especially here in Orange County. And
Or
all of a
La
sudden
Mirada,
we're
where we
releasing
currently are.
pumpkin spice. Yeah, the La Mirada area.
La Mirada area. It's okay.
We're releasing pumpkin spice lattes because you know what? Well, you know what tells. You know, nothing ends summer quite like a cup of hot squash. Hot, glorified squash with a dash of cinnamon on top.
Yeah.
Not that I would know how to make that because I would never
Only
work
work at a mom and pop.
Yeah, I only work at a ma and pa store that serves good American beverages.
Like black coffee.
Like black coffee and more black coffee. As we should.
Maybe some cream. Maybe. Probably not.
No. If they want cream, they can go home. They can take it home and make it there. All right.
Okay.
So, pumpkin spice jokes. I haven't heard a lot of pumpkin spice jokes, though. Have you, Chris? Have you heard any?
I've heard a lot of white girls.
Oh, jokes about white girls.
Or just...
Clearly,
just-
that's what we're referring to here.
I think so. I
Yeah,
think...
when
wow,
they
whoa,
mean
Kevin. This is very... His tweet here is very, very philosophical, actually, kind of think about it. Brandon, would you care to explain that?
Philosophical in the sense that white girls are pumpkin spice lattes. That's why you only see pumpkin spice lattes in selfies of... I'm so distracted right now. What... That's why you see pumpkin spice lattes only in selfies on Instagram with white girls. It's because that's actually them just hanging out with their best friend, who only comes out once a year, and that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Is that philosophical enough to sate your college needs?
No. I'm not satisfied.
What do you want from me? How about you give your philosophical spin on it?
I'm just throwing this out there. There's probably a shadow government. And
Oh,
That
you meant
is
that.
what I was
I didn't
getting
know
at,
we were
Brandon.
willing to get into that.
yes, I'm your student in people. You've taught me this. Please take it away. Inform me again about the shadow government controlling the white girls in the pumpkin spice lattes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you that there is, in fact, a shadow government. The government behind the government behind the government. And it is, in fact, taking over your minds. We need to all don our foil hats
Yes.
because this is happening. Like it or not, this is happening. That's why pumpkin spice latte is coming out early.
Is it perhaps hattening?
Yes.
It is.
Don't make
This
jokes.
It's a
This
serious
is
matter. I
serious.
apologize.
Why
Wow.
are you being so jokey, McJokester? I thought I taught you.
Apparently, I wasn't paying attention.
Clearly.
My full hat was
It's
not
all-
on, and I was susceptible.
Pumpkin spice
to
latte
their-
is a conspiracy.
Don't
As
buy
is
into it.
Nickelback. Nickelback
I don't know. It's a conspiracy. Well, how they got famous is a conspiracy. The shadow government put them through their master marketers into the music scene. Because even if you look at this, and apparently if you even Googled Nickelback to see what they were up to, the response Google gives you is nothing other than why. Why would you Google this? I'm pretty sure Google gets mad at you for Googling Nickelback.
They are probably the shadow government as well.
It's probably them, Apple and Disneyland.
Why does that make perfect sense to me? Maybe because it's true.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
And with that, I think the joke has run its course.
It's probably done.
Excellent. So let's go back to Facebook for this next one. And there it is. Okay. Some guy seemed peeved about the name I wrote on his cup at Starbucks, like he was a big deal or something. I'd like to ask him on a date next time I see... That takes the weirdest turn. I'd like to ask him on a date next time I see him, but I feel I may have ruined my chances. What should I do? Signed barista.
Barista.
All right. This is great. Peeved about the name I wrote on his cup. Oh gosh, that's tough. What I would do is from personal experience, what I would do is next time I would just, instead of like say, oh yeah, I'm sorry, could you remind me your name? And instead of writing your name, or instead of writing their name, I should say, just write your phone number. Just write your phone number. Just balls in his court.
Done.
Or her court. I don't know. It's a barista.
Barista.
Could go either way, even though it's a feminine sounding word. Yeah, so just leave your phone number for he or she.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to go great. What do you think?
good
You
call.
think they're going to be offended by this?
Good call. No, I think it's a great idea. I think just writing your phone number out there, put yourself out there, take some chances like that. Get some practice with some other people. Put little hearts over the eyes.
Ooh,
That's a
yes.
clear indicator that you are
That's
interested.
key.
Yep.
Also, I had a barista do this for me the other day when I was visiting a different establishment. They made all their things, and next to the custom box, they wrote extra love. So they made my drink with extra love, and it was super cute.
You may.
What do you got? It sounds like you got something on the tip of your tongue.
I don't know, I'm very apprehensive here because this is a bold move. But you know what? You know what? Yeah, no. I'll give this advice. I fully back this. I feel like writing a social security number on that cup is a big turn on. That will really get their attention that you are ready for a committed relationship.
Oh, absolutely.
You're putting your whole self out there.
You literally are putting your whole identity into the palm of their hands.
Even on their cup, so to speak.
The palm of their hands. That's
Yeah,
where
it's
it
literally
rests. I don't put the cup on my head. I put it in my hands.
It would make a nice hat.
No.
No, no Aladdin.
Wait. If you flip it upside down,
There it is.
like a little, especially if it's a short cup, it's like a fez.
Boop.
That's great.
Ooh, fez. That's
I'm
nice.
going to do that next time I have a coffee drink. I'm going to use the used cup as a fez, and that's going to be copyrighted.
Okay, there we go. My idea.
No, it's my idea.
Oh, fine. That's what I meant. Sure.
So yeah, putting your phone number, putting your social security number. What could go wrong, right?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Always. Here at Don't Panic, we always encourage you to put your best foot forward, even if that is your whole entire being and not just your foot. Do it.
Sometimes
Just go
the
for it.
whole of you is the best part of you.
Exactly. Nothing's sexier than trusting a perfect and complete handsome stranger with your identity.
Nothing could go wrong. Male or female, nothing could go wrong with that picture.
Yeah, I think we helped this person. I think they're
feel really
ready
good
to
about
make
that.
a strong life choice.
I'm gonna sleep so good tonight.
Oh, I am going to rest well.
The best rester.
Okay, great. Question. I have traveled back to 1952.
5.
Wow.
Wow, Brandon, learn to read. And accidentally caused my mother to get the hots from me instead of the 1955 version of my dad. This event will most likely cause me to cease to exist. What should I do? Well, dear, I can't say caller, but asker of the question. Well, since you have traveled back in 1955, but then you're also on Facebook, so you came back. I guess whatever you have done is done, and it worked out pretty well for you. Unless you're your own grandpa, which would be interesting.
I wouldn't be against that. For the record, I wouldn't be against that.
I
Like-
mean, okay.
Like,
All right.
in a hypothetical sense, not like actually me. I wouldn't want that for me. I'm just
Okay.
saying for him. I would
for him. Okay,
I would be
yeah.
okay. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. What's his nickname again? Asker of the question.
Asker of the
Here's what
question.
I'm going to say. Asker of the question. Here's what I'm going to say. 1955, Daddy-O. Go for it. Because whatever happens works out, right? You're still alive, or at least some part of you is, enough of your consciousness to send this question. Do it. Just do it. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
No regrets. Hashtag no regrets.
I'm sure whatever you did was totally fine. Just leave some room for Jesus. I'm sure everything will be fine.
Well, what if leaving room for Jesus is not how everything works out with this one?
Better get married real quick.
Oh, okay.
Security rings are a plus.
Sorry, I came down with a case of the giggles.
Reverted back to a schoolgirl. My apologies.
I'm sorry. Yeah, those old, see, when I was a little schoolgirl, I used to.
Get the giggles a lot. Do you get sent to the health office? That's all right, Brandon. That's okay. We still accept you now. All right. Do you want to continue on to Facebook, or you want to jump around here?
Let's jump. Let's
Jump.
take a leap
Let's
of
jump
faith.
around.
We should stop.
Where are
because
we
I
leaping?
don't know where we're leaping. Okay, with that being said, today's a very important day. It is September 9th, 2014. No, it is not Christmas. Christmas did not come early this year.
Did not. No groundhog.
No.
I'm mixing holidays. Oh, my bad. Okay.
No, it is the greatest holiday of all. It is an Apple holiday.
Apple holiday.
Apple holidays. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? That means that they announced something brand new. They always do this time of year. Here's what it is. Not one, not two, but 3 new things they announced. Let's tackle the first 2 things first. The iPhone 6, which is, as the title of this article reads, a little bit bigger and a whole lot better. So that's neat. Let's just go into it. All right, it looks really pretty. It's a very pretty looking device, because that's what I look for in a phone. It's just that it looks good. Everything else I can care less about.
I just really want to make sure that people know I look cool since I have a cool phone.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about looks.
So day one, I need to purchase this to keep my street cred high.
If I am not purchasing a brand new Apple product on the day that it launches, I have ceased to exist.
That's very unfortunate.
I'm no longer relevant. And that's why I will be picking this up day one. Yeah. Okay. You can pay with your phone now, which apparently has been an option for Android and Google users, thanks to Google Wallet. So Apple is slow to the game. That's neat. Haven't. Oh, I see. I see. You're uneducated.
Apple's the first for everything.
Okay. All right. Whatever. I may be an Apple fanboy, but I'm not that deep of a fanboy to deny factual information.
Ignorance.
Ignorance is not bliss. Don't you dare. All right. It's got a faster chip. It's got better graphics. That was to be expected.
Naturally.
You can call over Wi-Fi. Okay. I'd have to look into that. That's not important to me. Camera is better.
No.
That's to be expected.
Naturally.
Price point looks pretty nice. I mean, 64 gigabytes for only $300.
Wow.
Look, it goes from 16 gigabytes at $200 to 64
64.
gigabytes at 300.
128 model.
That is, whoa.
Oh, that's only the iPhone 6, though. That's on the
only-
iPhone 6 Plus, which is the second of our 3 items introduced today.
The iPhone 6 Plus. So is this, Chris, tell me more about this. Is this just the phone handset for, some heavy set individuals?
I mean, if it was, Apple's making a really risky marketing move here.
That's
being
true.
very bold in these statements. But I believe it's called a phablet. It's a phone and tablet.
Oh,
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not know where you were going with that.
Yeah. Anyway, so they decided to hop on the phablet game and increase their iPhone 6 Plus, but they didn't want to lose their small phone people, so they put it out another iPhone 6 as well. It's a little
It's
cheaper.
like, oh, hey, for those who are scared of the brave new world.
Right. It's like, for those that don't have sturdy pockets to hold this phone or a nice thick purse to put it in.
For those whose hands do not resemble apes.
Also true.
Yeah.
If you have tiny hands, I do not advise the iPhone 6 Plus.
No, if you have bird-like talons for
Talons.
hands, you're going to
Eagle
stick
hands,
with the
am I
iPhone
right?
6. Yeah, dude. It's all about them eagle hands.
The eagle hands.
So sassy.
Yeah. So, that's a nice 5.5 inch display. Seems really pretty. Apparently you can, when you're texting now in your messages, it kind of does a dual screen type of look to it. So you have the people you're texting to on the left. You can see a whole log here.
Oh.
But you can also
Like
see...
my iPad? Like my iPad already does?
Oh! Haven't heard of one of those. You mean this
should
isn't a new
try it.
feature?
Hey, look. You
Oh,
haven't
what's-
heard of
what's
this thing
that?
that I've been using for the whole show?
Oh, my mistake. I thought it was just a small MacBook. Or a really big iPhone.
Well, that's the thing. It can replace both. Okay,
Sounds
nerd?
terrible and very dangerous.
No, it's great.
Skynet.
It's a beautiful thing. I'd take it to bed with me. And play Hearthstone on it.
Oh, dear Lord.
It's dangerous. I have
You have
slept-
ceased to sleep.
I actually have. The past 3 nights have been really difficult for me to fall asleep, all jokes aside. That being said,
We'll be praying for you.
keep going. So it's got an improved camera as well. I mean, it's a brand new
does.
thing. Got the Apple Pay. The price...
Where they steal money right from your wallet.
Okay, so it looks like that they claimed that Apple doesn't get any payment information. Like, it doesn't know how much that you spend.
really nice.
It doesn't know where you spend it. It doesn't know how you spend it. All it knows is that it offers it through their services, which seems like a bold-faced lie.
Yes.
It
Like you said, they're part of the shadow government. So
That's right. Why? See, that's
we
the
may
thing.
not want to be trusting
Apple
this.
events always blind me to the
Yeah, the shadow
to
government.
remembering the fact that they are part of the shadow government.
Illuminati.
The
What are we
the
gonna do?
triad of shadow
triad.
governments, the fruit-based
Fruit-based.
trifecta of death.
They handle agriculture and technology. It's really impressive.
All right, so this has been a fun show. This has been our first show. I've really
Yes.
enjoyed it. I hope you have as well.
I have had a wonderful time here. I hope you guys have enjoyed listening to us and giving us a shot on our first round here.
Yeah, thanks for taking a chance with us little guys. Hoping to be able to provide plenty of new advice and information for you over the coming days and weeks. This is not a daily podcast.
This is not a daily thing. I have
Oh.
class, Brandon. I know you graduated, but I have class.
Yeah, I have work too.
What's that?
I don't know.
Work sucks. I know.
You are not singing Blink-182 to the audience. This is how we lose people.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. And so thank you for listening again. You can find us wherever fine podcasts are sold for free. We're going to be available on iTunes. We're available on SoundCloud. We're available to listen to through Biola Torch. Find us
As you may
on
know.
Twitter at Ask Don't Panic. Find us on Instagram at Ask Don't Panic.
Or you can email us at askdon'tpanic@gmail.
At gmail.com. So,
There's a theme.
email us your questions, tweet us your questions, tweet questions with the hashtag AskDon'tPanic or hashtag need advice, because we'll eventually get to those, because we're combing through those like beasts.
Like beasts.
Like whirling dervishes of question answering fury.
Dervishes.
Is that what I said?
That's
I
what I
said that
heard.
right. Okay, good. I did say that. All right. I was hoping
Yes.
I didn't say dervishes or
Dervish.
devils. I don't know. Okay. So, how about we end it with one last question?
Yes.
Feel free to answer it or don't.
Okay.
Dear Don't Panic, tell Chris to study Greek, please. Signed, Lundy and Loving It.
First of all,
Living La Vida Lundy. Loco for Lundy.
Birdman Burning. Not only would these make great band names,
Take a walk on the Lundy side. That one didn't make sense. Go on.
Tunnel of Lundy.
So, study Greek.
Study Greek, yes. I should probably do that. That is what my life is about. So thank you, Living with Lundy, or Loving It with Lundy, whatever your alias was.
Loving the Lundy.
Loving the Lundy life.
Loving the Lundy.
I'm glad you are out. You're caring for me here as a
He's really
Greek
looking out
student.
for your best interests.
So, yes.
Well, I think that's going to do it for us here at Don't Panic. Thanks again for tuning in, and we do hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and or evening. So, this is Brandon.
This is Chris.
Signing off and reminding you, don't panic, we got you covered.